everybody and welcome back to FIFA 23, and it's Christmas Day and we're playing a game of football apparently. Ho 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 FIFA and EA, you are hilarious. But yeah, we're only going to do one game in today's episode because we're taking on Chelsea on Christmas Day, Sunday the 25th of December 2022. Enjoy it everyone when it rolls around. Enjoy your Christmas Day football. Yeah, I don't know how they've got that so wrong, to be honest. We've been doing pretty well in previous episodes. We got through to the Carabao Cup semi-finals. We do have West Ham as well coming up. We could do both, actually. Should we do both games in this episode? We'll do both games in this episode and then get through to the opening of the transfer window. So this is your last chance to get names in the comments below for me to scout and have a look at. And we'll go through all of them in a sort of opening of the transfer window episode next time out. Now, this is also the last episode I'm recording before I go back to the UK. So there is videos scheduled for while I'm away because I've been a good boy and, you know, want to get my content out. But, yeah, I will be keeping up with comments and stuff like that. But when I get back, we'll do that transfer window episode and everything will be sort of, hopefully, staying on daily because I'm pretty busy at the moment. But, yeah, it's been pretty good, to be honest. So remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I mean, I don't say that often enough. I put the little pop-ups up but in my editing, but I always forget to say it. So, yeah. But looking at the squad, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We do need some more reinforcements. We've had a big overhaul of the youth academy as well, so I'll probably go through that in the next episode with the opening of the transfer window. But yeah, we've got a lot of youngsters that I think we can bin off. The likes of Ablade, Wickens, even Sekulak and Harris potentially could go, and we're going to start to try and strengthen the squad through depth. Shepherd, he won't get much game time. He was called up because we had to call up someone from the youth team in defence to unlock one of the objectives from the board. So that's why we did that. Anyway, that's enough chatting. Let's go and play Chelsea in the Premier League. We've just beaten them in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, so hopefully we can do it again. Hello everybody and welcome to Fulham v Chelsea here at Craven Cottage. The ground is absolutely packed and there has been a real hubbub around this game in the Putney Derby. These two teams just met and Fulham got the better of Chelsea in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals to set up a semi-final against Stoke City. Now, fatigue after that game means there is a few changes to the Fulham lineup. We'll be right back to go through the teams. So as the players shake hands with the officials and the opposition, Fulham line up like this. Leno in goal, the five at the back, and Babu denied. Shane Duffy comes in, Diop and Kazawa. In midfield, Paulinho partners Koch and Andreas Pereira. Sitting behind, Yusuf Makoko and Alexandra Mitrovic up front in the 5-3-2 formation. Martial, Wilson dropped to the bench, Garnacho, Tim Ream and Daniel James all called up to Fulham's bench as well. Chelsea line up in a 5-2-3, Mendy in goal, James, Azpilicueta, Koulibaly, Fofana and Ben Chilwell at the back. Jorginho partners N'Golo Kante in midfield, and Christian Pulisic, Aubameyang and Raheem Sterling make the front three for Chelsea. Zakaria, Cucurella, Patrick Schick, Kovacic and Jose Gaya on the bench mean it's a pretty strong bench for Chelsea if they feel they need to make some changes. So the game gets underway. Aubameyang kicks it off for Chelsea, who are going to look to put a bit of a make amends really for that Carabao Cup quarter-final knockout, but Fulham inflicted on them as Pulisic comes forward with the ball. It's started at a very frantic pace this game for Chelsea, looking to see if they can create something early on. Jorginho looks in towards Aubameyang, knocks it back towards Reece James. Reece James still there. Aubameyang shoots, just past the post from the Chelsea striker, and that is a warning sign for Marco Silva's men. So Fulham take the goal kick short, trying to just build a bit of possession here. Obviously Shane Duffy coming in to the centre-back position is going to be interesting, as though that's been given away, and Raheem Sterling comes forward here. Duffy does recover that one well though, as Leno looks to bowl this one out up towards Kazawa early on. Kazawa in towards Denier. Koch, the youngster, wearing the number 7, thought highly of in Fulham. A lot of rave reviews for the youngster when he's been making some appearances in the first team, and given the number 7 shirt, yeah, he's going to be quite a lot expected of him, you imagine. Denier out to Shane Duffy and Babu into Koch, tries to give it back to Mbabu and does. Mbabu looks to dink this one in towards Mitrovic, but Mendy just keeps calm and composed and plucks that one out of the sky. First real attempt for Fulham, but not ending in a shot on target as Mendy's kick goes long. He does pick out Christian Pulisic pretty well, actually. Over the top from Azpilicueta, looking for the run of Reece James, who's marshalled very well by Diop. But the referee's given a foul for that. I'm not so sure, Mr. Referee. As, well, we were going to get some sort of Premier League update there, but we didn't get anything. So it looks like it's a free kick to Chelsea in a dangerous position as Aubameyang tries to dink this one in. Denier is under it, chests it down. Really well, great composure there by the Fulham centre-back. He's tried to get that one through Yusuf Moukoko. It didn't quite work. Here is Christian Pulisic again as Diop comes over to try and just snuff the danger out. Aubameyang's cross is blocked. Half an hour gone. Corner to Chelsea for this one. Christian Pulisic offering a short option for Raheem Sterling from the corner. And Pulisic just does shake off Denier in towards Aubameyang. Turns. Good shot. Leno with a save. It's another corner to Chelsea. And it does look like Chelsea are trying to seek revenge for that Carabao Cup loss because they are playing well here. Starting quickly. Pulisic is tackled well by Koch though. And Sterling will have the throw-in. Not too many options for the Englishman. Kante comes short as one of them. Here is Reece James on the ball, and that's a great tackle. It should be a goal kick as well, and it is. Again, Fulham trying to build up from the back. Denier. Koch round the corner, looking for Paulinho. Kurzawa just steps past the challenge of Reece James and puts a good ball in there, looking for whoever that was. Sander Berge, I think it was, maybe Paulinho. But Kurzawa with a good interception. He's got a man in the middle in Koch. Koch flicks it on to Andreas Pereira. He just, again, trying to squeeze the ball through. Chelsea defending well and restricting Fulham from getting the balls through to Mitrovic. Maybe Fulham need to start thinking about playing a little bit wider here and trying to isolate the wing-backs of Ben Chilwell and Reece James as Chilwell comes forward now. And Babu tracks back and gets back into him. Into Aubameyang. Aubameyang takes a step, shoots. Good save from Leno. And Kurzawa's there. Try and flick this one away. Mitrovic comes back well and wins the ball ahead of Jorginho. And it's 0-0 at half-time. It's been pretty much all Chelsea. So no changes at half-time for Fulham or Chelsea. And the Putney Derby gets back underway. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of changes Fulham make, if any, to try and make more inroads into the Chelsea half. As Mbabu plays that ball up looking for Moukoko, but not a good pass at all. And here is Aubameyang. Lays it back to N'Golo Kante. Ben Chilwell into Aubameyang again, who is dropping into deeper positions, trying to create some space. Andreas Pereira picks the ball up though. Moukoko can't pick that up from Mitrovic. A really poor pass from the Fulham captain. Aubameyang gives it away again, this time to Paulinho. Kurzawa just looking to turn and create some space. Duffy lays the ball out to Mbabu, who picked up some space. Going for that crossfield pass. It could be wonderful into the path of Kurzawa, and is. Kurzawa up against Reece James, just trying to create a bit of space for the cross. He has done. It's gone behind Mitrovic, though, and no one else really reacted. Good work from Mbabu and Kurzawa. That's the width that Marco Silva is going to want in this second half, as it's a foul there for someone. Looks like a Chelsea free kick and a Chelsea substitution as N'Golo Kante and Raheem Sterling coming off. Kovacic and Patrick Schick coming on in midfield and attack. So long goal kick taken. It's a good header from Duffy into the team today. Mitrovic up towards Moukoko, but couldn't quite turn and get away. Oh, Fofana nearly caught on the ball there. Actually got it out of his feet very quickly and dealt with the danger well. Jorginho back to Chilwell. That's a lovely ball. Looking for Aubameyang, who's now drifted out wide. Ball in. Denier's there, trying to get it away, but it's hit Schick. It's fallen at his feet, and it's 1-0 Chelsea. Denier apologises, but he tried to clear it. It's just hit Patrick Schick, and the substitute puts Chelsea 1-0 up. Yeah, the cross came in, and it was sort of dealt with by Fulham. Denier here tries to clear it. It just hits Patrick Schick and fires past Leno, and it's prompting Fulham into a number of changes as Patrick Schick gets his third goal in 7 games. But yeah, huge changes happening now. Onuma on for Paulinho. Kurzawa off for Garnacho. Dan James on the right-hand side, replacing Mbabu as well. And we've got Anthony Martial coming on to replace Yusuf Moukoko up front. And here is Daniel James looking to spread the play out towards his fellow substitute Garnacho. Ball through in towards Mitrovic. Turns well, but Kovacic back there putting some good defensive work in. Reece James comes forward with it. Tries to play that one up. Oh, it's a lovely little knock through to find Schick again, who's in space. Pulisic comes forward. Ball in. It's well intercepted by Duffy. Diop. Not a good pass out from the back from the centre-back. Pulisic running into space on the right-hand side. Christian Pulisic. Diop puts in a good tackle. Wesley Fofana then is going to be replaced, as is Ben Chilwell. Double substitution for Chelsea. Actually, a Fulham throw as well from that, so very well played from Diop to win that one. Mitrovic in towards Andreas Pereira. Koch tries to put it up, but it's going to be overhit for Dan James. Even he's not that quick. So Fulham making their final change. Andreas Pereira coming off and Harry Wilson coming on to replace him in attacking midfield. It looks like Fulham are asking Dan James and Garnacho to play much higher up the pitch now, as that's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. Mendy has to deal with that. It wasn't the easiest pass to deal with for the goalkeeper, as Dan James tries to get in on Jorginho. Shane Duffy should have that, but Schick's actually beating him to the ball, and Patrick Schick doesn't quite have the pace to get away from Shane Duffy, although it's fallen to Kovacic, and that's 2-0 Chelsea. They've got two pretty lucky bounces to give them a 2-0 lead here, and that's probably game over. So 2-0 Chelsea, and yeah, Fulham get the game back underway. Josh Onuma puts it into Garnacho. Chelsea have just shown their class in today's game. Mitrovic. Oh, again, Kovacic with a good interception there, and that's Chelsea have done that well today. Just stuck out a foot, got on the ball, won the second balls. And yeah, they've played this well, and Fulham have pushed men forward, and that could be to their detriment here as Duffy intercepts that one. Leno, Koch up to Onuma. Mitrovic holds it up, flicks it around the corner to Garnacho. Josh Onuma has gone again, and there's a lot of space. The referee blows the final whistle though. 2-0 Chelsea. They are victors in the Putney Derby today. So a disappointing derby loss to Chelsea, but it's another London derby coming up because we're now about to go and play West Ham. Games coming thick and fast. Rotation's going to be needed. Hello everybody and welcome to Craven Cottage. It's back-to-back home games for Fulham, but they'll be expecting and wanting a better result than their last match out against Chelsea. A 2-0 loss to their Putney rivals. They take on another London team in West Ham today. Fatigue being a bit of an issue, so a few changes to the Fulham lineup. We'll be right back to go through the teams. So as the players shake hands and the pleasantries start at Craven Cottage, Fulham line up in a 5-3-2 as per normal, but this time Diop is back into the team, as is Adebayo. Anthony Robinson comes in at left back. Morgan Sanson replaces Paulinho in the middle, and Martial is back in the starting lineup with Harry Wilson sitting behind the two strikers. Sanson, replacing Berge in this one. Moukoko and Pereira drop to the bench. West Ham line up with Fabianski in goal, Ben Johnson, Dawson, Zuma and Baragi at the back. Jordan Henderson and Declan Rice make an all-English midfield. Jared Bowen, Lucas Paqueta and Maxwell Cornet sit behind Mikel Antonio, who's leading the line for West Ham. Skamaka and Tilo Kehrer on the bench, as is Lanzini and Dusan Tadic. So plenty of skill and technical ability on the bench for West Ham if they need it. So the game gets underway, and yeah, Fulham hoping to put in a bit more of a more succinct performance than in the last game, as Robinson early on looks to switch possession and get into Mbabu, who can't keep that ball in. So that's pretty foolish from the right back there, Kevin Mbabu, although that's even more foolish from Maxwell Cornet, because he's given the ball straight back to Fulham, and hopefully we can make something work here. Tosin Adebayo, Paulinho, up it goes, and it's a great ball through to find Wilson there, who's going to swing this one out wide. And Robinson back in the team today, looks to dink this one up towards Martial, but Fabianski can claim that. A bit too much height on the cross that time from the left back, as Fabianski goes long with his kick. It's going to fall here to Mitrovic, who does hold it up well. Sanson, tried to put that through. Cornet just gets a foot on it though and defends it well. Cornet now brings it forward. He's done well there, and he's found Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio up against Diop. Obviously those two used to be former teammates, not anymore, and Diop wins the first battle there. Adebayo just looking to turn and keep the ball. See what can work here for Fulham. Kevin Mbabu into Sanson. Sanson spreads it out really well to Robinson, and it goes to Mitrovic, who's just caught on the ball, and Lanzini now brings this one away. Not much support for Mikel Antonio, and that's been given away. Paulinho. Up it goes to Wilson. Tries to get it onto his favoured left foot, but just runs out of a bit of space. Kurzawa dinks it across. Martial. He was going for the shot. It's been spilt by Fabianski. I didn't expect that. I thought the goalkeeper had claimed it very easily. Denier. Sanson. Paulinho. Flicks it round the corner in towards Martial. Good foot in on him, though, by Kurt Zouma. And Cornet tries to bring it away. Gets lucky with the bounce off Mbabu, and Cornet still comes forward. A slide tackle there from Denier that's just completely committed and taking him out of the game. Cornet lays it back. Mikel Antonio, and Diop is it looks like a man who really wants to play well against his former employer today. Denier. Now it goes to Robinson. In towards Adarabioyo. Oh, that's not a good pass. Paqueta got an interception but couldn't keep control of the ball. Diop swings it out towards Mbabu, and that long crossfield pass is on again. Has it got enough pace to get there? Yes, it has. Robinson makes it work. Sanson up towards Wilson. Out to Mbabu. Tries to put the cross in. Maxwell Cornet with a good bit of defensive work. Throw into Fulham with 10 minutes to go until half time, as Martial looks to turn and hold on to the ball. Does a really good job as Mbabu swings this one in. Oh, it's easily intercepted at the near post though, and Cornet can use his pace to come away. Up towards Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio tries to put it into the path of Cornet again. Back towards the striker. In towards Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta gets round one, shoots, and Leno with a good save. And it remains 0-0, but West Ham just showing they do have a bit of danger. That's a good ball out there towards Robinson. Looking up towards Wilson, but a poor pass. Half time, 0-0. Fulham just struggling a little bit at the moment. So substitution at half time for Fulham, as it's a centre-back coming off and a very attacking player in Dan James coming on. Looking like a change of system here for Marco Silva. More of a traditional 4-4-2 looks like it's being used. And Fulham have got used to having 5 at the back, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they deal with this, as Maxwell Cornet trying to get in there. Harry Wilson looks like he's moved out to the right-hand side, although it's not a good start here as Diop puts in a good tackle on Mikel Antonio. So Lucas Paqueta coming off, just putting the back heel there, maybe twinge something, but it looks like, who's that coming on? Dusan Tadic is coming on, and he's going to be playing in behind Mikel Antonio. So one substitution for both teams. Dawson with a header. Leno does really well to hold on to that one, and he's not got too many options here. Mitrovic has dropped really deep to help pick up this ball. Robinson. Denier looks to go wide towards Harry Wilson, who is holding station on that left-hand side. Sanson tries to put that one up but couldn't get the ball through. And there is advantage being played by the referee. Brought back for a free kick though. Sanson caught Declan Rice just a bit late. So another substitution then. Mikel Antonio off. Gianluca Scamacca coming on. So height is now going to be the issue for that Fulham back four. And the free kick is actually won by Morgan Sanson, who beat Gianluca Scamacca in the air. And here is Dan James. His first involvement is absolutely fruitless and doesn't come to anything. Scamacca up towards the right-hand side of Jared Bowen, who's going to try and dink this one in. Scamacca is very tall, but Diop does incredibly well to deal with that. Paulinho. Dan James. Back up towards Paulinho again. Just holding on to it. He's got Robinson there. Dan James back to Paulinho. Fulham actually stringing some passes together for the first time in this game. Robinson flicks it up to Dan James. Dan James is going to try. Oh, it's such a bad cross from Dan James. Robinson does keep it alive. Mitrovic turns. Oh, into the side netting. So West Ham make a change of Cornet coming off, but João Paulinho coming off for Sander Berge is more important for Fulham fans. There's actually a few more changes for Fulham as well, as Mbabu and Morgan Sanson come off to be replaced by Tino Livramento and Andreas Pereira. And it's going to be West Ham to get the game back underway. Fabianski going along with his kick, trying to find Jared Bowen, who does give that one back to Ben Johnson. Dawson can just ping it out, and you can see Fulham are lacking a few defensive numbers. They just need to make sure they keep their shape. Dusan Tadic, ball through, looking for Jared Bowen. He's on his weaker right foot at the moment. Swings it across straight into the path of Diop. And it goes behind for a corner. West Ham look to swing this one in, looking for Scamacca, and he's headed it over the bar. Leno takes the goal kick short to Denio. Gets it back from Livramento. Diop looks to spread this one wide towards Dan James. Again, we haven't really seen the wide players involved here. Robinson on the ball now, just waiting for some movement from a Fulham player. In towards Sander Berge. Andreas Pereira can put that one through, looking for Wilson. Wilson, oh, he's tackled well by Berardi. It'll be a throw-in though with 7 minutes to go. Fulham are in a decent position here. As he's offside. Livramento, pay attention. So Moukoko comes on to replace Alexandra Mitrovic up front. So Martial Moukoko in a bit more of a speedy, dynamic partnership. No more sort of target man to aim for as Denier. Oh, gets that all wrong. Scamacca could be in. Scamacca, great bit of skill to get past his man. And Gianluca Scamacca, with 3 minutes to go, has fired West Ham into a lead. And it could be back-to-back losses for Fulham. And Fulham know they are up against it now. They know they've got to work hard here. Mokoku trying to feed it out towards Dan James, who has done literally nothing since coming on. He's not endearing us to put him on the pitch more often. Dan James swings it in. Dawson is going to get that one away. Although Dan James has picked up the ball here. Andreas Pereira tries to put it through the gap into Dan James, but it's brought well away by Henderson. I think that's going to be the game, and it is. Back-to-back losses for Fulham. 1-0 or 2-0 to Chelsea. And maybe 3-0. 2-0 I think it was. And then 1-0 loss to West Ham. Bollocks. Yeah, the change of formation didn't really work as I wanted it to. Going to the 4-4-2 with very attacking wingers. But we do still stay in 16th after 20 games. So we're putting a bit of a cushion between us and Bournemouth, who are on 13 points. So hopefully we can make some progression. Mid-table would be amazing. Before we started this save, I thought 10th place would be good. But I think as we go and strengthen the team a bit more, hopefully in January, and get to the point where, you know, we get a set team with squad depth, the formation, we know how it works. And we got to that point earlier on. We just need to get back to that now. And I need to stop messing around with it, really, and just stick with the team. As lots of people are being scouted. As you can see, I've got lots of news about scout reports and stuff like that. So we'll go and look at all of that in the next episode, which will be the January transfer window starting. Hooray! Right. See you then. I'm off to the UK. Catch you in a bit. Cheers.